Yeah.
Hey, Miguel.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Not much. I
We
got a
sitting.
bit of a toothache today, so you want me
Fun.
to show you the 34 Ford so far, Miguel?
Yeah, see it.
Okay, just hold on. I'll have to switch my camera around.
We're just sitting here complaining about the vaccination, Miguel.
I just sent you a picture, John, in Hangouts.
Did you see it?
I don't know why I was so close to that camera. Back up.
This blower has to go up a little bit more. It's got to go up that high,
Yeah, okay.
but it's getting there.
Yeah, it's coming along.
I got the rear end on. I cut the floorboards right out of it, so I'm making the firewall right now for it.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm so far behind where I ain't made no videos or nothing. I've been able to get in here the last month. I was going to make a video on mail call and stuff, all the shop card and stuff I've got in the last month.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
all the stash ads, models that I bought back when Hobby Lobby Father's Day had all their 40% off. I ain't got to post them or nothing or anything. And
I'll copy the links in the chat. See if anybody else wants to join us.
what is that, Miguel?
This is a Lenko transmission.
Oh.
Hi, Curb, and hi, Blue.
I can see that now.
There's
Yeah,
a link.
Lenko transmission. I found one in a kit that I have, and so I made a rubber mold of it, and that's the first cast.
It turned out good.
It looked like it turned
really
out
good.
Yeah,
Turned out really good. I'm really happy with it.
I would probably recognize what it was, but it wasn't clear like that. Yeah, it looked like it turned out perfect.
Yeah, we used to use 5-minute epoxy to make the castings at one time. That's before the resin kits came out.
Well, that's what I used is, what does it say? Sets in 5 minutes, cures in an hour. JB Weld.
Oh, yeah, that'll work.
That's what I used to make that one.
JB Wells, the bomb.
Some people use that caulking for the window to make the mold.
Yeah, I can see how that could work.
Yeah.
I don't imagine it would be very durable or last very long.
No, probably not. Because once the heat hits it, well, I got a couple of resin bodies, and you got to watch them. Because if they get any heat on them, that's it. Well, I put the links in the chat, so.
Well, I want to thank you, John. I was in Colin's Hangout, or of course, live stream today, and Dad said that you had already told him about getting out of the hospital and stuff. But the other night they seen it, and I appreciate you doing that.
Well, I gotta just leave John in the back room for a little while. I know, I mean. Not bad, Tampa. How are you doing?
Yeah, Miguel, I told them on there that they need to go sub to your channel whether they had a giveaway or not.
Yeah, I heard that, Curb, that your resin went bad.
Damn.
By over a year old. What do you expect, I think?
Well,
I never let it sit for long anyways.
I ordered a bunch of little things that I want to try to cast. Little, like a set of rear drag wheels and a set of front drag wheels, and they're like aluminum.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make some resin or some silicon molds of them and try to resin cast them and see how they turn out.
That's what
you gotta put the back on the bottom.
I know how it works.
That'll be the best way to do it.
What did you make that mold out of,
It's silicon. I'll show you. It's this stuff right here. I got it at either Michael's or Hobby Lobby, one of the two.
Okay.
Hi, Blue. How's it going?
Well, you just pour it like into a.
It's got 2 bottles.
Hi,
You
John.
mix one part
Can you guys hear
A,
me?
Yeah. Yeah,
one
we
part
can hear
A,
you,
one
Blue.
part B, and then you mix it up and pour it in your mold or your, whatever you're casting.
Yeah.
You all
And then
can
you
hear
let
me
it
just
sit
fine?
for
Hey, Mopar.
a couple hours.
Hey, what's up?
You can hear me?
What's up, Hobby?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you. Yeah.
Hey, too many John, so I'll just start calling him Mopar.
Got a bit of an
That's
echo
okay.
there,
Mopar's my
Blue.
given name.
Okay.
I call
Hey,
him
Blue.
Mopar.
Mopar's
Well,
the
usually,
name.
usually in a live stream, I just call him JP or John.
They used to call me in high school PJ. I don't know why, but because there were too many Johns in my classroom. So
I know when I'm on Cliff's live stream on Monday nights, there's 2 Terrys in there, and they call me Terry 1 since I'm the oldest, and the other Terry 2.
hi, part-time. How's it going? And Lefty.
What's up, guys? So I'm giving away those kits. So if you haven't commented on my video, you guys should go do that.
So what are you working on, Blue?
I sure would like to be lucky enough to win that.
Blue,
Hang on
what
a
are you
second
working on?
here. I'm
Thank you,
hearing
Tampa.
doubles. Hey, somebody say something?
Yep.
Can you
Okay.
hear us?
Yeah, I had YouTube open, so I was getting
Double?
what I'm
Yeah.
seeing on. Yeah, I was hearing what StreamYard was putting out, but then I was also hearing YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
That
them doors
happens.
cut out yet, Mopar?
Huh?
You
What?
got them doors cut out yet?
Oh,
No way.
geez.
Taking all
Oh my
day.
God.
No,
That's the biggest joke of the day.
Dude,
I was
they
thinking of
have to
working
be
on this
done
tonight.
right.
Well, that's cool, Blue.
Michelle 369 said that she cuts doors. I don't know if she said this or not. I thought that's what she said. And she cuts doors
How's
out
the picture for you guys?
with floss. Is this possible?
Good.
Yes, it's possible. I've done that before.
The picture is good on this end, Blue.
All
Yeah,
right.
it looks good.
Just
It's a
seems
pain in the
grainy
ass
on my
using
end.
floss, though.
Hey,
Oh, is it?
Hey, Mopar. Tell them you don't rush perfection.
That's right. You don't rush perfection. Look at JP. He's been rushed.
I'm what?
You've been rushed.
Huh.
See what happened?
All right.
So what's everybody else working on tonight?
I usually I just talk.
Good.
You're looking at me. I'm just sitting here killing time.
And John, all he does is look at boxes all night.
Pro Street Group
And
build
play
for
with
me.
his toys.
You get that cleaned up, Andy McGill?
Yeah, it's pretty much ready to go now. I have to rebuild the rear end now, all the 4-link and the
Panhard bar.
panhard bar and stuff. But I got it cleaned up. I think it's ready to move forward.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Ready for paint yet? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna paint it until I get the 4-link stuff in it, because that'll all be body or chassis color. I don't even know what color I'm gonna paint this thing yet. I haven't even settled on colors yet.
You see the trunk on the Oldsmobile? The Oldsmobile trunk ain't that easy to cut out. The bottom of that Oldsmobile trunk, that's where the lights are. So you got to cut it away from the lights, and then cut it up here.
Yeah, the
At two
72
different
Nova
angles.
is bad for that too. Because you don't have much of a window trim when you cut out the trunk.
Yeah.
Try
You don't want-
converting a stock car to a friggin' factory vehicle. When there is no tail lights, there is no backup lights, license plate holder, no nothing. You got to make it all.
No.
So, Blue, you ever finished that drag car you were working on, or no?
Ah,
The Nova?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah,
We're still working on it.
that
Oh,
was a
yeah.
couple years now, isn't it?
No,
Yeah.
it's only been maybe
JP,
6
you
months.
got pretty good memory there, right? You keep on everybody's tabs, making sure everybody's building everything, right?
I'm taking after you, John. You're the private investigator.
I've been
Well-
waiting for styrene.
Only if you're building in a basement.
I don't care to admit I'm running behind.
No.
That's the far behind I've done caught back up on myself.
Oh, we all have ours. At one time, you built so much, and then all of a sudden you just stop for a while.
Yeah, this is true.
Especially if
Look
you're
at John.
Especially if
Yeah,
you're
look
building
at
a
me.
model. Especially if you're building a model that you're getting aggravated with, or it ain't going together right, then you get
Yeah.
mad, and then you just want to give up and just throw it away or put it in a box and
Well, Terry,
hide it
that
somewhere.
that L700 truck that I finished a while ago, the Lindbergh kit. Oh my
Yeah.
God, that was a
Oh,
piece
not
of
again
crap.
with that Limburg kit.
That was a piece of crap. I had no door hinges, so I had to make my own. All sorts of stuff. But I got it together anyways. I got it finished.
Yeah.
So, how do you make your hinges, John Paul?
I showed how-tos
Watch the
on my
video,
channel.
John.
I showed on my channel.
That shows you, John, that Mopar don't watch your videos.
No, I don't watch so many of his videos.
No, I did hinges on the older cars, like the 32 Fords,
Yeah, they should be simple
and I
though.
also did hinges for like late 60s, early 70s muscle cars. So it's not that hard once you get the hang of it.
No, they're not that hard. It's like I said, it's getting them. I want them to open prototypically though, the way they should, with the leading edge going in.
Yeah, well, that's how I did it. If
But
you,
when I first started doing it, I didn't do it that way.
oh no, either did I. I think everybody did it. That the doors came from away from the body.
Yeah, away from the body.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder to do it the other way, and then also trim out the door. What do you call it? Damn it, the door jams. The door jams. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you got to build your own door jams.
I'll tell you a secret. The way I do my door jams, I just use mini putt. The 2 epoxy putty. That's what I use.
You just form it.
What's that?
You just form and sculpt it.
Yeah. And then you push the interior door panel right to the door. There you got your door seal.
Yeah, I was doing it by just taking some Plastistruck.
No, it works.
Just
Oh
Plastistruck
yeah, I do it with plastic too, but
with sheet styrene, and then cut it out.
Yeah.
Doing it that way, it actually mold itself right to the door. I mean, make its
Yeah.
own pattern.
Yeah. And then you can always pull the interior door panel off once the thing is dry, the mini putt. So that's how I did it. I did my last couple ones anyways. Like I use a lot of cardstock to make scratch-built panels and all that first before I cut it on plastic or on aluminum sheet.
Yeah.
Saves you aluminum, that's for sure. What's that?
You got to copy the shape in the first place.
Yeah.
That's pretty good that Miguel is making his floor pan for his, he's working on there out of, what was it, Miguel? Coke cans or something like that?
Yeah, monster cans.
Yeah.
That's what I did on that Colt. I did a series on the Colt building a drag car. I show how to make tubs and everything. I scratch built a chassis. It's a 24 part though. So,
Wow.
but the thing is, like, I don't mind doing these build-ups, but it takes a lot of freaking work because you pretty well have to post a video every day.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, recording it and then editing it if you want to edit.
Oh, I don't edit. I don't cut nothing out. If I make a mistake, you guys will see it.
Well, that's me and my videos. And
I
I
like
ain't
doing
got
that.
no way of editing anything, so what you see is what you get from the time it
Yeah.
starts to it ends. If it's a mistake or I can't say something that's right, then I just keep it going and don't start over.
Hi, RT. How's it going? I think your name is Rust, isn't it? RT?
Yeah, RT is Russ.
Yeah. Yeah, wasn't he in the live stream Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rick is going to have it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
subbed to him. I subbed to him right after we got off.
Yeah, I got email from StreamYard to go, well, you're pretty close to your 20 hours for the month, but you still got 7 hours to go. I said, well, I don't think I'll be using 7 hours in 2 days.
I think you're gonna get your 20 mark. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So, Miguel, the microphone sounds okay now?
Seems to be.
Because I got the plug for my headset and microphone.
Yeah, seems to be okay.
Yeah, good. Better than before? Or is it too loud?
Well, it's loud, but that's just me.
Oh,
Is mine like his? Too loud?
Your mic blows out my freaking ears.
Yeah, I can hear yours pretty loud, Mopar.
Okay.
But
okay.
I think it's because you yell, though. I don't think it's your microphone.
Look, I'm from New York. It's the normal voice for me.
Yeah.
Plus, I only have one good ear.
hey John, can you yodel?
I can't yodel. I only got one good ear. I lost my hearing in my right ear.
Don't mind me, I'm having a beer because I got paid today, so.
A beer for
It's always
what?
a good reason.
Whenever
I'm
I
gonna
get
get a
paid,
six-pack
whenever
now.
I get paid, I buy beer. Only a 6-pack though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Payday beer.
Yeah.
What kind of beer?
I thought it was a Canadian.
Well,
That's
it's all,
my
it's blue, but it's only 0.5%, so it's not
Almost
like.
there. Almost there. Almost there.
Oh, geez. That's what she said.
Yeah, but I get that faster. I can get that on no problem. I can get that done.
That beer's just a 0.5.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's more like Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
You know, when I was
Yeah.
growing up, we got 3.5 beer, and we thought that was cheap. You go across the river over into West Virginia, and you could get 6 beer or 6.0.
Yeah, was
Try
either 3.2 or
Terry. You should.
Yeah,
You should
3.2.
try.
That's what it was.
You should try the German beer. You want to talk about strong beer? Wow.
And German's the best beer, man. What are you talking about?
I give all that up in '86. Ain't drunk none since.
No, I just drink the odd one.
Which I never did drink much beer to start with. I always drunk Jack Daniels.
Oh yeah, my brother drinks Jack Daniels.
all the time.
Yeah, that was my favorite. I always drunk it straight too. I never tasted a Coke or a pop or nothing like that. And just drink it straight out of the bottle.
I'm a Southern Comfort kind of guy.
I don't know.
Drink Jack with anything.
I'm a what you call
Shirley
Bacardi
Temple.
drinker.
Sure.
Shirley
Bacardi
Temple drinker.
No, a Bacardi drinker. I like rum.
Being from Kentucky, you'd think I'd drink Jim Beam.
One
Jim
day
Beam's
John's
not
gonna
bad.
come on.
I like Old Granddad.
Yeah.
John's gonna come on and hang out one time and have a tutu on.
Old Granddad.
That's
No.
Hi, Steve. How goes the battle?
Good.
Hey, Steve.
That's good.
Nice hot day here today.
Oh, it's hot here too. 34 today here. Even with the rain, it's still hot.
Damn Canucks in the metric system.
Only
At one
28
time,
here. Who's
What game
watching
are you
the
watching,
game?
Curb?
Boston and Blue Jays. Too loud?
Boston who?
Oh yeah, I never heard of that.
Boston Red Sox and Toronto
never
Blue
heard
Jays.
Whoa! Whoa!
Jack
Boston's leading
Daniels flavored beer. Never heard of
Boston's
it.
leading 2-1.
Whoa!
Remember that 3D printed chassis I showed you guys the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the Atlantic Car Model Enthusiasts Facebook page, and it's done by a guy. His name is William David Cunningham.
I heard of that name before.
Yeah,
So
man, that's unreal.
So
Yeah.
is it a Maserati then?
Yeah, it's a Maserati birdcage.
Yeah.
He even did the engine. He did everything. Yeah, it's just amazing what you can do with that 3D stuff.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
it is.
That's why I was talking to my friend who does coding. I want to know how to do this. It's probably easy
Coding's
for him.
quite easy to do.
What, build a model, John?
Start by taking the cellophane off the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cellophane. They don't use any more cellophane, Miguel. It's plastic. Those days are over. You're talking John Paul days.
No, back in our day, they didn't even put that on there. They just taped the box on the bottom of it.
Yeah, that irritates me.
Hey, Curb, did you see that that one rail that they're coming out with from Atlantic? It's pretty cheesy, that motor that's in that kit, though.
What are you talking about? The 49er? It used to be a monogram. Well, yeah, but don't forget that was done way back in, who knows, 61 or so.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's you can't look at that and compare it to a modern day kit.
No, that's true.
You know, I mean, it's very elementary.
Yeah.
Looks like you got the truck, Mopar.
I mean, if you
Without
looked at the
losing the lights
monogram
either.
gassers that they had in 1/32 scale.
Oh, I remember them.
Yeah,
I would have already lost at least one finger trying to do that.
I had one. I think the one I had was the Fiat. I wish I had bought the rest of them.
Yeah, they had a 34 Ford in that.
Yeah, they had a Fiat and a Willys.
I had the 34 Ford.
Yeah,
it was pretty well detailed for a 132 scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, 132. Somebody did a 132 and the 48 hour, and he did a really good job. It was a Corvette.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched all those.
On the 48-hour build you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Kurt.
Yeah, I can't remember. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, it was Kurt on the KH.
KH, yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah,
that really looked,
GT
that really
Racing.
looked good too.
He
I
did
like
a really
that color
good job.
blue.
Yeah, he did a really good job on that.
Yeah.
There's a few people that didn't finish it in 48 hours. I don't think Food Bar Molly Yard. I don't think he finished his. Bernie.
Well, James Morris didn't get his finished either, but that was because he said he's had health issues.
Yeah, he's having a lot of problems with his hand.
Yeah. He said he'd been getting dizzy and he wasn't able to even make it up the stairs, to get up there to his room.
Oh, wow.
I told him, I said, I know exactly what you mean there, but not being able to get in your hobby room.
Yeah.
That gap is pretty good, don't you think?
Nope.
Look at that. That gap's pretty good.
Nope.
It's pretty thin, that gap.
Nope.
The gap's no wider than this blade.
Somebody commented and told James, said, just wait till you're able to do it and it starts you 48 hours over.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, Miguel.
Yeah, it is the Rapture, RT. It's the Rapture. That's right. You better get ready to get picked up. Or not.
Yeah. Looks good, Miguel.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get the focus a little better.
Well, you've got rivets in there.
Oh, Herb wants everything.
Well,
I
that's
keep forgetting what's Herb's first name again?
Steve.
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 That's right.
I'm working on the firewall, so that's one piece.
I can't believe that it's been almost, 20 years since I've been in New Brunswick?
God, it's been that long, John?
Yeah, 2000. That's when I
Oh,
left.
that's 20 years.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to believe.
My internet sucks.
What's that, Lou?
My internet sucks.
Why is that?
Everybody is choppy.
Oh,
What's your
you're
provider?
clear on my end.
Yeah, you're clear on this end.
Yeah, I hear you pretty good.
Yeah.
Don't see no lag in your arms moving or nothing.
No, you're getting more done than I am. See, my hands are already in front of me. Yeah, the monster cans that you use, Miguel, it's probably a lot easier to form than the stuff I use. I use the printer plate. I don't know if you ever heard of it before.
Yeah, you've told me a few times about it.
Yeah, it's a little bit thicker, right?
Well, I find this to be perfect. So
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah. So the super glue pretty well holds it together too?
I don't know. I haven't tried yet.
Oh, okay. Well, let me know.
No, but that JV will.
Huh.
Yeah, I think that'll work.
So
Okay.
I see that they're having appreciation built for Doug Henley, eh, Terry?
Well, Modeler, he's a doing one. I don't know if anybody else
Yeah.
is or not.
Yeah, he just wants to see if anybody else will step in.
Yeah. Yeah, Doug's a real nice guy. He only lives about
Oh
30
yeah, he
miles.
is.
Look at this.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, he just lives about 30 miles
Look
from
how
me.
crappy that is.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Wow.
but he's like me. He
You
can't
see,
get out much, and he
you
don't
see the
drive,
steering
so
wheel?
they ain't
Yeah.
got to meet him face to
What is
face
that,
yet.
Blue?
But
Yeah.
That's the dash
I'd
for
like
that
to.
truck. Do you see how crooked? Do you
Oh
see
yeah.
how crooked the steering wheel is? And
Wow.
that's the way they want it out of the box.
Huh.
I told him today them sunflowers he's got looks like periscopes on a submarine. They're about 9 foot tall.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he's a pretty good builder too, fast
Yeah,
builder.
yeah, yeah. He's been really putting them out though on those old NASCAR kits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's
Yeah, he
that?
just
Doug Henley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Doug's pretty good.
yeah he just finished up at Richard Petty
Yeah.
Marina.
He loves to fish, but he can't go fishing either because he can't, like you said, he doesn't drive, so
Yeah,
Oh, that sucks.
yeah.
yeah. He has to get somebody, even take him to the store and stuff. And
Yeah. Yeah, he lives with his mom.
yeah, and he's ain't.
Yeah. Yeah. I told him, I said, you got to get a bigger room, man. Holy crap, you could barely move in that freaking place.
Yeah.
You know who he reminds me of? The Odd Couple.
Uh,
the guy that was dirty and had the ashtray and that
That's
much
Oscar.
ashes on it?
Oscar.
That's Oscar.
Oscar, yeah. Oscar, yeah.
Felix was the clean one.
Yeah.
Like the cat.
Tony Randall.
Yeah.
Tony
yeah.
Randall. Tony Randall and Jack Klugman.
Jack Klugman. Yeah, I
Yeah.
used to watch that show a lot.
I love that show.
Wasn't that guy in another show? What was it, Quincy or something like
Yes,
that?
he was. Quincy.
Yeah, Quincy.
Yeah.
I used to watch that a lot too.
Jack Klugman was in the Twilight Zone like at least 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
There's one where he plays a horn player and he dies. And
Oh,
he meets
yeah.
Gabriel.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he asks Gabriel, "What's your name?" And he goes, "Gabe." "What do you mean, Gabe?" "Gabe, like, you know, Gabriel." Yeah. Nothing like second chances. Oh, we lost Herb.
Yeah. He pushed the red button again.
He's got your disease, man.
Taking after you, John.
Not me.
Taking lessons from you.
I never miss much.
Yes.
I never miss, dude.
Yeah, there's a guy that's doing a series on kit bashing. Outlaw Speed Shot.
Okay.
Got to check the guy out. He's amazing with his fabrication.
Yeah, I seen that video come up on my subscription thing today.
Yeah, it was like 60 minutes.
Yeah, it's episode 1 or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. But he should have it that it's more like close-ups, you know, like what he's doing, because it's pretty hard to see exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
You just had a video about flange. That flanger?
Yeah. Welcome back, Steve.
You're thinking Outlaw Edge. They're talking about somebody else.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, there's another guy who's a modeler, too. Yeah, I forgot that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I hear Outlaw. That's where I go. I go right to Edge.
Yeah, he hasn't posted. He's building a real altar, eh? Hey, Miguel.
He's building like a show car.
Drag car
show
too.
rod.
He's building a drag car too.
Well, I saw the chassis in the background. I don't know what he's doing with it. He hasn't said
Yeah,
anything.
he told me he's building an altar for his nephew, I think. Because Arco used to drag race himself, eh? Back in the day. Oh, cool. Which one is that?
Looks like a Monza. No, Monza.
Vega.
Vega.
Yeah.
1/32 scale.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You're going to say, wow, when you see the blocks.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I remember that kid, too. I do remember that.
You know, apparently I tried to get some information on it, and Don Prudhomme says it doesn't exist.
Oh.
He says, he says he doesn't have that model. He's got all the models of his cars that were built, but he says I don't have that one, so it doesn't exist. Well, that's what I read somewhere. He said he'd like to have one. You're not going to get mine.
I wouldn't give him mine.
Well, you get lots of money. You can buy one.
I traded for one of his funny car bodies.
Yeah.
That's what I traded for. One of his funny car bodies or a Keith Black Hemi. Then I'd say, okay.
Hi, Richard. Oh, you're driving again, eh?
What's up, Pro Gary?
What's happening, Pro Gary?
You must put a lot of hours in.
Hey, Pro Carey.
guy's a driving animal.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Gotta
does long
make it while
hauls.
you can get it.
He does long hauls.
Here's one. Oops.
What's that?
Is that a dart? GTS?
Looks like the Ram Charger.
It's a
Oh,
dart.
come on now.
The 68 dart?
Cornet.
No,
Oh,
68
it's a
dart.
dart. Come on,
68
guys.
dart, man. Look at the back window.
Is that the funny
Hang
car curb?
Hang on.
Come on, Kerbalicious.
I gotta wait for the focus now. Might be
We
too
all
bright.
do.
Could be too bright or something. I don't know.
Put the light away from your camera.
I can turn the camera off.
What is that, like a 74 dart front end? I can't tell with all the light. 74 dart?
Yeah, I don't know where all the light's coming
Dart
from.
sport?
Where's all the light coming from?
From behind you.
Oh,
behind
really?
Yeah.
A light bulb.
it. That does look like a dart grill.
Yeah, it's like a dart sport.
I think it's the
That-
funny car from
I don't-
MPT.
It's not a duster.
Charlie Allen's dart. There you
Yeah.
go.
No, that doesn't make any difference. Just the light's coming from the camera or
Yeah.
from the screen.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's Charlie Allen's. It's Charlie Allen's.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Anyway, I got the body and a few other. The funny car chassis and all that is pretty well crap, but the body's still decent.
You know which funny car I still have, Curb? Is the Gremlin.
Oh yeah,
Not built.
I got this in Bernie's sale.
Oh, yeah.
That was a few years back.
Did he buy some from Craig? Didn't he have a couple old ones?
Craig bought some from Bernie. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the Flying Dutchman?
No, I got that.
Flying
But
Dutchman, man.
I got that, but it's not complete.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
What's
I-
missing?
Oh, God knows. I had that kit myself one time, and I didn't know what all was missing altogether. I'd have to look at them. I haven't looked at them for a couple of years now.
Right.
And then when I got the stuff from Bernie, I just threw it in my box.
You think that's funny? This 34 Ford, it was a sealed box, and I opened it up, and I had a whole rack from a 53 Ford in it.
That's
Really
strange.
weird.
Well, they both. Well, yeah,
Yeah, they were both AMT.
yeah. Well, I say strange stuff happens. So.
Yeah.
I mean, people used to talk about short shots. I never got one till one day. I got that. I think it was the Revell Dodge station wagon that they had back in, I don't know what year it was now. Anyway, it was missing half the engine.
Huh. Is that,
Like half
that,
the engine was there, but the other half was half molded.
Yeah,
was,
people
was
just
that
put
a
it in the
Joanne
box,
kit?
not even looking.
No, I think it was a Revell kit.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Put it in that box. Don't even say, "Oh, there's nothing." That's okay. Put it. Take it. Send it.
Well, it's good that we finally see John working with his hands.
I'm always working with my hands
Yeah.
on real cars.
At least he put that in there because I was thinking of a comment.
What?
At least he put that in there, working on real cars because I was thinking of a comment.
Well, I love my real cars. It's like when Cliff took that ride on that little mountain there.
Well, that's like me. I had a 68 Charger, And the guy that bought it from me, he still has it. I've been trying to get it from him for quite a
You
while, and
ain't getting that back.
he won't give it back.
You ain't getting that back.
No.
That 68's worth too much money. What engine was in it?
Hemi.
Yeah, you're done. You're a fool for selling that.
Yeah, no
I
doubt.
sold it like 20 years ago, over 20
Oh.
years ago.
You know how hard to find a Hemi 68?
I know.
Or even a 69.
That's the one there. The wagon.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, newer style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I buy some of this new stuff.
What is it, a Magnum?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Magnum. I seen a Magnum hit a pole, and everybody in there lived. That's pretty good. The Magnum, it hit it right, almost dead center in the hood, pushed the engine back to the cow, but it didn't
Wow.
touch the people.
Wow.
It didn't hurt the people.
Try that in the smart car, John.
Yeah, right. A smart car.
Smart car.
Yeah, sure. It's like a smart JP. That's not going to work.
How's that gonna work? There's the interior there.
Yeah, I like those.
Aren't those-
I want one of those in real life, but with a four-wheel
What, a smart
drive.
car? Yeah, it would suit you, John.
No, a Magnum, a Dodge
It's about
Magnum.
speed.
Let me find an
You
old
watch
Dodge
that
Magnum.
guy? I think there's that guy on YouTube there, Junkyard Dave. He's doing a change the charger, put the back end of a Magnum on it, and the drivetrain of a what do you call them, Trackhawk in it. So it's an
Yeah, I
all-wheel
watched
drive
that. I've seen
Magnum.
that.
There you go.
Yeah, I've
Doing
seen
pretty
that.
good with that thing.
But they did make the Magnum in four-wheel drive.
There's one guy, he built a 68 Charger or 69 Charger, and he did it all in carbon fiber. Beautiful. Different, but beautiful. It was fast. It was like a pro touring car. It must have cost him a fortune to make that body into carbon fiber, though. Hi, Matthew. How's it going? Model Car Videos is here.
Hey, Matt. McGill's deep in concentration over there. He
I
said
had
a
one
word
of
in like
those.
15 minutes.
John, show that Magnum I put on there. That's a 78 Magnum. I had one of those.
Okay.
That's the old one.
Yeah, I just clicked on it. It just takes a while with StreamYards. There you go.
That's nice.
Yeah, I drive one of those right now, but it's a Charger instead of a Magnum.
Oh, you thought you were a cop, eh?
Cool to have. I want one in 125, but they only make it in resin, and it's a NASCAR. I wish somebody would just come out with one. Like Ravel. Are you listening, Ravel?
I'll show you how far I'm with the 34, Steve. I have to switch my camera
They're not
around.
listening because they speak German now.
Yeah, right.
They've always spoke German. They've been around. Ravel Germany's been collaboration since the 90s.
See, Steve?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
It's like Chrysler speaks French.
I got to just put the blower up a little bit higher, but there's no intake underneath yet.
Oh, yeah.
I got the roof already done, and the chassis is all done.
34, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then, I don't know if you can see that, but I made the pulley with a Dremel tool.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Ah,
It works as a lathe.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, same principle.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All I use is a cheap $1 store cutting tools. That's all I
Oh
use.
yes, yeah.
And it works. But that's what I've been working on, anyways. I
I've
think the
been
back.
working on anything.
That's
hard.
not
Sometimes
unusual,
it's
is it,
hard to work
Steve?
on stuff.
I keep looking through kits to sell.
You know,
Yeah, and then
some.
you sort out parts, and that takes a couple days.
Oh yeah. Well, I
I
got it.
I never get I can never get parts organized, to be honest with you.
Oh,
Never.
well, it just depends on what
How
you
you
what
want
you're
to do it, yeah.
well how you want to do it. But I mean, I got a lot of my stuff organized because I just sat down one day and started figuring out how I'm going to do it, and
Yeah.
started to do it. I mean, if you can keep parts on the trees that you're not going to use, you're better off. You know, but
Yeah.
if you get a lot of small parts like like shifters and pedals and fire extinguishers and little stuff like that. I put them in those pill containers.
Yeah.
Like the daily ones, the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Right.
I put them in those.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they'll hold quite a few little parts like that.
Usually, what I do is separate my rims.
Oh yeah, well I've done all my rims pretty much.
And tire like 2-part tires, they go in the garbage. I don't bother with them.
I got a bunch of them. They're all in a box.
I hate two-part tires. Two-piece
A lot of
tires.
funny car
Well,
kids had them.
I
the,
know. I
the
hate it.
styrene ones aren't bad. It's those weird plastic ones.
The
You
ones
put
I hated was that cop out, the two
I don't.
part
I never had
slicks,
that kit. Yeah,
and they were wrinkle walls.
yeah.
I was thinking of trying to get it glued properly and try to make a casting of it.
Well, you
Maybe it'll
can
come
cast.
out. What's that?
You
that's
could
a
cast
two-part
them.
tire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a two-part tire.
yeah.
Not that bad.
No.
Yeah, Trev, you're right. Hit that like button in the chat.
You use super glue to get them in there, and then glue all the way around. I mean, the thing is, you gotta use the thicker version of the super glue.
Oh, the gel.
Yeah, the gel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you get them glued together, you can do the slick in two halves, or you can do it in one piece mold. Like I've
Right.
done some one piece ones, so the back half of the slick isn't perfect,
Right.
but you can sand that so you get the nice rounded.
Yeah.
You can sand that down so it looks pretty. I did some. I said some to you, John.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're not perfect, but once they're sanded down, painted, put on a model, they look pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Because all the military trucks, the model trucks, they're all styrene tires.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think there's hardly any that have the real rubber ones. Might be a
No.
few. The
No.
newer ones,
Especially 135.
yeah. Well, the newer ones might, but a lot of the older ones didn't. Now it's funny, the resin. When I did the resin, these ones are still a little kind of tacky, but the small parts didn't harden up at all, right? But these slicks that I made, look, you can't really see it. There's too much light here for some reason.
Huh.
But now
Yeah.
they hardened up, but the slicks wouldn't, or the small parts wouldn't. Now with resin, when you start using it and it starts turning white, they're heating up. Now all the small parts you would think would heat up faster because they're small, but apparently they didn't work that way.
Huh.
And those slicks are from my Mr. Gasser.
I think the deal with that is the small parts have a higher ratio of surface area to volume, and so it's dissipating the heat before it has a chance to cure.
Yeah, it could be.
That's still a
What
chemical
happy anyway.
reaction. It should work. Chemical reaction should work.
Okay, Richard. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for coming in.
Later, Procary.
See you, Procare.
They're on, Procare.
Anybody that hasn't gone and commented on my 200 sub giveaway needs to go do that. Don't forget.
Yay! Door number 1. It's like Monty Hall. Door number 1.
I'm gonna let the winner decide whether they want the reefer trailer or the smooth side.
Well, I'll tell you now, I want the Reaper.
That's all that's holding that A-pillar up, man.
Yeah. John, I would reinforce with a brass rod, like a thin brass rod or something, so it doesn't crack or something, just to get it stable. That's what I would do.
Yeah, that would work. Or maybe some a little bit of super glue right on that spot, and then sand it down.
I'll be right back, gents. I'm gonna run to the restroom.
Yep.
I don't know if it's gonna work out. I'm just giving it a shot. It might work. It might not work. But if I'm gonna pro street it, I want to make it so the doors open at least and the trunk opens. So I can put a fuel cell in the back.
Yeah. Well, just watch the videos how I make the hinges, John. It's not that hard.
I tell you,
I even put down what material I use too.
the hardest part of cutting it is you got to keep your hands from being too rough on the body.
Oh yeah.
You got to really take it easy on the body.
Well, that's like if you do a Mustang and you want to flip front end, then you just have the pillars, but you got nothing to support that.
Right.
So you got to make a firewall yourself.
Well, the Mustang's a unibody, not a body on frame.
Yeah, I know. It's easier to put a flip front end on an older car like a 55 Chevy and things like that.
Oh yeah, because you got a full frame.
Yeah.
You can pin the front of the hood to the frame and hinge it there and make it go up and down. And you can weld the rest of it up.
Right.
And nice to get it in fiberglass, but then now I think a front end for that is like what, $1,500? Fiberglass front end for 55.
Yeah, something like that. I know it's
Yeah.
not cheap. A friend of mine, he was. What's that, Steve?
It's a Mr. Gasser. Mr.
Oh, okay.
Gasser.
Yeah.
That's what these big slicks are going to go on. Go on the back of it
Wow.
when I get them done. I said, no, see, I get all these projects, but I don't get anything finished.
Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you.
I got plenty of them over here in the box.
Yeah.
Plus, when you're cutting the doors out and you make a mistake and it slides across the body, you put a scratch there and you got a body work that.
Yeah.
I hate that.
That's why I use that bare metal foil scraper first, and then use a knife.
I'm gonna get one of those. I'm gonna play around with the ones I got and regrind the points still.
So they changed the formula for the bare metal foil now, eh?
Did they? The glue?
Yeah. Bare metal foil. They changed the formula.
The only thing they could change, I guess, is the glue, right?
Yeah.
What makes you say that?
Well, because a lot of people are complaining about the newer bare metal foil. It doesn't stick as well as it used to.
I know I got an old package of it, and it's done.
I just bought some.
I got an old package. It don't work at all. You put it on something, it just blows right off.
Well, the original person that used to make the bare metal foil is not the same person. They have somebody else do it now.
When they saw the company?
I'm not sure. They probably found a cheaper way for some other outfit to do it.
I
Buy
don't
some
use
Cut the cost.
bear
I don't
foil from China.
I don't use
I,
bare metal foil
I
anyway.
threw
I
mine
use
out.
silver
Mom?
duct tape.
Silver duct tape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know another guy that does that, Miguel,
yeah,
and
Chris
Yeah.
Chapman
he gets
uses
good
that.
results.
Yeah, I get
You
really
Yep.
good
know
Aluminum
him,
results.
tape.
Herb,
How thick is
Yeah.
is
Stephen
the duct tape?
Milbury.
Yeah, Steve
Stephen
Milbury.
Milbury.
Actually, what he uses, it's kind of like duct tape, but it's muffler tape.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not the same. Well, it's. I don't think it's quite as
This
Thin?
is
I
what I
don't think
use.
the glues. Yeah, I've got some of that. I don't think the glue is as heavy duty as the duct tape.
right.
The duct tape glue is pretty heavy duty stuff.
Yeah. Oh, take the paint off.
Yep. It'll stay
Well,
there.
it might if you had to peel it off.
Yeah.
You take it off fast, it will.
Yeah, they are thicker, Matthew. If you get the Alter Chrome, that one is thicker. But if you
I've
get
seen,
the new improved Chrome, it's the same thickness.
I've seen some using like Reynolds aluminum foil for their
Yeah,
bare
yeah.
metal foil.
Chris Chapman,
Chapman,
that's what he used.
yeah. I got a pack of bare metal foil that I bought in 2008 laying here.
Like
There's
there's a glue you can
probably
put
about an
on
inch gone
aluminum
off of it.
foil, and what you do is you put this glue on and let it sit for a while. It gets tacky, and then put wax paper on the back of it. And there's Marcus Cruz. I don't know if you guys know him. He's on Facebook. He's on YouTube. He uses that, and he shows how he makes his own foil. And he just uses your old cheap kitchen foil. That's all he uses from the
Yeah.
dollar store.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
I
guys
think his
see
name
that
is
okay?
Marcus Cruz. I think he's Spanish or something. Oh, that's cool, Blue.
Can you
Oh,
see
what's
that
that?
okay? You see all the gears?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a coaster I made. Just resin and brass gears.
Huh.
Huh.
It looks like a crater from the moon or something.
Clockwork.
Yeah, I got all kinds. I
It
make
looks
all
like
kinds of things.
looks like a base for like some kind of steampunk diorama or something.
Well, that's kind of what I was going for, but the red didn't work out right because these are brass gears, and it didn't show
Yeah.
the brass very well.
Yeah, Matthew. If you build tanks, no, you don't need bare metal foil.
Oh, come on! What's
You
the bare
haven't
metal
seen
oil on those wheels?
You
Yeah.
haven't seen the new M1 Donk?
Somebody built a tank and
right.
painted it pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Well, women in America are still have to start registering for selective service. All right.
Selected service.
Yes.
It's the draft.
Yay! They're finally gonna go to war. They're going to war with us the whole time, but that doesn't matter.
Which tank is that, Red? That you're working on? I built a couple tanks.
I got a wooden one over here. Kit.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is build rat rods and not have to worry about chrome no more.
And I think Michael's here is going to get away with the model kits. That's
Yeah.
what I think.
They probably heard about you.
No, the last time I was there was only military. There was only 3 on the shelf. That was it. No cars. No cars
Wow.
at all. No paint. Oh, the Panzer. Yeah, that's what I built a while ago. I got it at Michael's.
I got Rommel's half track in 135 scale.
Rommel's ride.
I built that already.
I don't know how those people, the 172 scale airplanes, like, that's way too freaking small for me.
Yeah, 172. I can't handle 172.
Or some of the boats. Holy crap, man.
Damn it!
I'd be bald by the time I finish a boat, I tell you.
I cut it too
I
short.
got 172 scale, one plane. It's a F-111 Aardvark, swept wing,
Excuse me.
and I got it for free. So
You
can't
talking
turn
about
it
like
down.
that 1/700 scale, John?
Yeah.
No, 172.
No, he's talking about the boats. The 1/700 scale, the small one.
Yeah,
1/700.
the
Oh, okay,
smallest
yeah.
one, yeah. That's a little bit too small for me. I'd be going cross-eyed and seeing double of them.
Yeah.
Well, you see that Constitution Charlie Mack is making, right?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
crazy.
that's not too bad.
You can have all that rigging crap. I don't need
Yeah.
any.
Now that right there would drive me crazy.
I can't go for that rigging.
I said to him, I said, now you can build another boat after you're done? Yeah,
You talking about like this here, the 1/700 scale, Missouri?
that's small.
I even have the photo etch for this too.
Oh, boy. Thank God it's you and not me. God, I even have a hard enough time to put linkage on the carburetors on the cars. Never mind that small.
I'll probably have a video of this car coming out here pretty soon. Done a bunch more work on it, so.
Oh, I want to build one of those. Is that a drag car? Oh, it's a stock car.
It looks like a Charger.
Yeah, I
it's-
saw. I recently saw a
I'm
Daytona that was turned into
drinking
a
blue.
like a pro mod kind of a
That's what I'm
thing.
drinking.
This here is supposed to be a stock
0.5%.
vehicle.
Can't get drunk.
What's that, Blue?
This here is supposed to be a stock Dodge Daytona. I'm turning it into a 1969 Dodge Daytona NASCAR. So all of this is all custom. I
Nice.
cut the front end off. I put a different firewall in. You know, I built this roll cage by hand. All of this stuff.
Oh,
Nice.
That's all done by hand.
Nice.
You've done a good job.
So it's supposed to be a stock vehicle.
I can't wait until you get.
This was a
I can't
model
wait
kit
until you
I
get
bought
back
at
to
a
that
garage sale,
Nova
and a
Blue.
lot of parts were missing.
yeah, it makes
So
sense.
since
The guy, yeah,
since a bunch of parts were missing,
yeah.
I decided to make it the way I want it. I cut
It's
the
almost like
doors out of the side.
hoarseness, Ross.
You know, I had to get rid of all the door lines and everything. I put the hole in the trunk or in the side quarter panel here. Got rid of the gas cap up top. It was missing the rear bumper and stuff, so I hand made a bumper, filled in the back taillight panel.
Well, it's looking good so far.
What's gonna be what NASCAR? What name on it?
Probably ass kicker. I'm not making it to anybody's actual car. I'm just making
You always
a
put your name on
NASCAR
it.
show. I could,
Yeah.
but then I'd have to try and hand paint letters. I don't want to do that.
You can make
Jay Hart.
decals. You can make decals on the printer.
Oh, no problem, Jay Hart.
Yeah, I thought
Thanks
of
for
doing
coming
that.
in, anyways.
JP Racing.
So,
I was
Miguel,
actually
is that
looking at this
GT Racing
one company that had.
group build end of August?
It's at the end of the month.
End of August.
Yep, the end of this month.
Oh,
Yeah,
end of this
basically by
month.
the end of the month comes at the end of August.
Oh, okay.
This is August.
This is August.
This year flew by, I know that.
Yeah.
No, this NASCAR, it's
I
actually
thought it was still
gonna be,
July.
this NASCAR
Oh,
I'm
it's
building is
August
actually
1st.
going to
Still
be
no.
part of a diorama. It's a 1950s garage, and
Oh, yeah.
or it's going to look like a 1950s garage. And I bought mechanics to put in it and everything. Basically, it's a restoration of the NASCAR, so that car is actually going to get beat up a little bit and rusted and weathered and everything else, and it'll be all inside this garage diorama.
Cool.
Yeah, I think I built a garage last year, I think. Working lights inside. It's on my channel somewhere.
Now I
Yeah,
keep
it's nice
printing
to
out
have it. You
different
got the
things.
space for it.
Yeah. I keep
What's that,
printing out
Blue?
different things. I keep printing out different things like air compressors and bar stools for the front um,
Little
uh,
signs, get
cash
some signs.
registers. Yeah, gas pumps, all that stuff. Oil drums, the old 50s style oil cans,
Oh,
things
yeah.
like that. So
Yeah, they came out with
I
that
want it
lift
to
kit.
look.
There's
Yeah,
that lift kit
that's
that
the
came
wrong
out a few
style
months
for the
ago.
wrong style for the 50s though.
Yeah.
The lift?
There's somebody on
Back,
Facebook that just finished the garage, Blue.
yeah,
Uh, Roy, he writes a model car magazine.
Roy
yeah,
Sorensen.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember him.
yeah.
Yeah, he built a
See, the
garage
old
from the 50s or 60s.
Yeah, in the old 50s, they had this big center piston in the floor with the cross on top. You drove your car over
Oh,
the
yeah,
top,
yeah,
so
yeah.
when you
We had
nodded
them
out,
at
you lifted up,
Sears.
right?
We had
Yeah,
them at Sears in the 90s.
Yeah, my dad
yeah.
had one
So
in our garage.
they were used
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
long time, but that's what I'm going to be building, you know, that style.
Some of those old garages had pits in them.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The ones with the center, the crab style ones that picked it up. The only good bad thing about that is you can't do a transmission.
No.
Well,
not
unless you want to
easily.
drop on your head.
You know, then
or,
you'd have to
or
get
if
you
you,
have to get a different one. My
unless you get
friend
a
just bought a
mid-engine car,
$6,800 one.
you probably could,
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
because
well,
everything's
front
now at the
engine car.
back in between. The
Yeah, well,
front
on a
engine
front
you could
wheel
screw.
drive. Front wheel drive, you could take the engine and tranny together and pop it out and separate, or either way, or just put a fixture up and hold the engine in place.
Back in the 50s and 60s, what they had for mid-engine cars, Lamborghinis and a Corvair.
Yeah,
Huh.
I don't think they had anything American.
Just a Corvair.
I don't think the Corvair was mid, was it? I think
That's
it's a
rear. I
rear
thought it
engine.
was rear. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's rear.
it's kind of
Rear engine.
it's rear engine, but I think nowadays they call it a mid-engine. I mean, look at the C8 Corvette. It's a rear engine car, but yet they call it a mid-engine.
They just should have made a different car. Left the vet alone.
Yep.
I hate the new Corvette. Fucking hate it. Excuse
I
me.
don't hate it. I just wish they would have made a different model.
I hate it.
Okay, you want to
Looks
keep
like
the
a
old
freaking Hot
Corvette
Wheel to
going,
me.
and that's it.
Looks like a
Keep
Hot Wheel to me.
Uh,
I mean, it's a nice-looking car, but a Corvette is not a rear-engine car.
I
It
don't like the
has
way
to
it
be up
looks at
front.
all. I don't like anything about the new Corvettes.
I don't either. I agree with you 100%, Miguel.
I'd rather have a 63 split window.
and now you're talking.
Me too. Now, I think the C7s are badass. I think C7 might be my favorite generation of the Corvettes.
I'm a
Yeah,
split
7
window kind of guy.
Yeah, I like
Shit,
the split window for styling, but you're not going to get creature comforts or performance out of a split window.
Well, there are companies that
I
take
don't
the
know,
split window body and put the newer
those
chassis underneath.
427s they come with are pretty nice.
I want a Stingray 1971 or 70 with a 427.
There you go.
I had a friend of mine that had one. And he got into an accident, and that car was gone before the tow truck got there. That's how fast it sold.
65 Corvettes are nice.
Yeah, I like that too. Like I said, the split window I would take and modify the window, the doors to open like the Mercedes.
Gullwing.
Gullwing, that's right.
I like the looks of this 57 flip nose Corvette. Body
Oh yeah,
style
the
on them.
gasser. The gasser. Yeah.
Yeah. I like the body style on them.
Yeah, I want the car my dad had
What?
when he was younger. And everybody thinks they're ugly.
What was it?
That was the 64 Olds F85.
Big car.
Two-door.
Big car.
Yeah.
Those days they were built like tanks.
Yep.
Lead
But
sled,
it's a
they call
nice
it.
looking car.
Them was
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
ones
the
you
old
get
car, you
bounce
don't have to
back
worry
off
about
of.
dents or scratches or anything like that because it doesn't dent that easy or scratch that easy either.
Yeah, them's the ones you hit and bounce back off of.
Yeah.
Start talking about vets.
Who'd you buy that
Why
from?
have a crumple
Mopar?
zone? Why have a crumple zone when you can just drive right through them?
Hi, Panzer. How's it
Very
going?
few.
What's up, buddy?
Ain't nothing like a nice blown Corvette, man. Fat
I was never
tires.
big on. I was never big on the 50s. The
Yeah,
50s vets.
50. Yeah.
Once they hit the
1950.
60s, there, they were nice
Well, that
cars.
body,
And once they got into the 80s, and yeah, they pretty much went away.
well, that body style there looks a whole lot better than the new one they got now.
Yeah, I'd
Yep.
rather. I don't. As soon as they took away the flip lights away, I was done. I like the flip lights.
I'm like whoever said that a while ago. The new one they got now looks like one of the old Hot Wheels.
Yeah. Or Tonka toys.
Funniest thing ever is the electric Mustang.
Oh my goodness! It looks like one of them crossovers because it's like bulky.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Early shift.
Yeah, they made it like this. If you can imagine a Mustang that they took the body and they stretched it so that it's taller. You know, like I don't know, like 15% taller, but the same
It's like taking a
body style.
yeah. They took just like the Porsche. They took a Porsche and they turned it into an SUV.
Yeah.
Terry, whereabouts are you located? Kentucky?
Yeah,
Yeah. Kentucky, Matthew.
I'm
Matt
about
was
150 miles from Bowling Green where they actually build Corvettes.
Don't want to leave the Ford guys out.
Well, maybe about 200 miles.
yeah, well Matt was asking. Model
Oh,
car videos.
oh, yeah, I'm in the eastern part of Kentucky.
Yeah, a Corvette has to be the most uncomfortable car to sit in too. Can't even
Oh
stretch
yeah.
your arms.
Yeah. Well, that's my trouble. I couldn't get in and out of one now.
No. Have a few beers, you'll never get out of it.
My oldest son's got a 2011 Camaro, and I can't get in and out of it.
Damn, I can't get out of the damn Taurus.
Terry, I got two of those. I got a 2010 and a 2014.
What's
GM.
that?
And
That's
you're
the
right.
reason I like.
It's a chore to get out of.
Yeah,
Now
that's the reason
I'll take.
that's the reason I like my Avalanche. I can get up and down out of here.
I'll drive my truck. It's better. It's easier. It don't hurt my body. All my B-body Mopars, 70 Mopars, I get out of them nice and comfortable. They ride comfortable.
Yeah, I think Monocar Videos is looking up your video, Terry.
Oh,
That's the reason
yeah,
why you asked.
no. Now I've been subscribed to him for a long time.
Yeah, I'm a three type
Usually,
vehicle. There's only 3 vehicles I'll drive.
Oh yeah.
Yep. First is a Chevy, then I'll downgrade to a Dodge, and then I'll downgrade to a bicycle.
I'm a Chevy guy.
Oh,
Chevy,
Mopar.
See, there you go.
Chevy and Mopar here.
Mopar, until 1990, then I'm gone. No more.
I
I
like
like,
the new Dodge stuff, the new
nah,
Hellcats and Trackhawks and such.
nah.
They're way too overpriced, Miguel, I think.
I agree. I
He's
I wouldn't
right.
agree,
drive, but I wouldn't own any.
So's the Chevy Camaro overpriced.
but I didn't pay
Yeah.
too much for mine.
The
Anything
new
over
stuff is fun to
2,000
drive.
is too much for me.
Well, a freaking Corvette costs just as much as a Mercedes costs. I'd rather have a Mercedes over a Corvette any day.
They're all overpriced. I don't
No
care what it
way.
is.
You wouldn't want a Mercedes. The parts on a Mercedes are outrageous.
Yeah. Plus
Yeah,
you got to
the way
you
I look at it,
The
gotta
only way
get
you
the way
them.
can
I look at it is the new stuff is good to drive, fun to drive. But if I have to have a computer to tell me what's wrong with my vehicle, I don't want the damn vehicle.
I don't have any
Yeah.
problems with the computer, but
Hey, Blue, Panzer says in the chat, surely the bicycle would be an upgrade.
What's that? What's that?
He says, surely the bicycle would be an upgrade in the
oh yeah,
chat.
the bicycle's not emissions too, except for the rider. He's the only one putting out the exhaust.
That's you got a point there.
Make sure you're meeting those methane standards.
Yeah.
The whole idea of a non-emissions car is a misnomer. There is no such thing.
Well, either
Yeah,
the
let's
car's
buy.
putting out
Oh,
emissions or the power plant's putting out emissions.
No,
exactly.
emissions are counted as particulates. No car in the world has no tires. Tires put out
Okay,
particulates.
thanks a lot, Matthew, for coming in.
Right down to that.
Yeah, I
buddy.
appreciate Matthew for he went looked at my videos. Yeah.
He has to
The
start early,
environmentals.
4:30 in the morning. So
Top Gear.
I don't miss those days, I tell you.
Yeah.
All right, I got 4 out of 5 panels done.
That all?
Yep, that's all.
You know JP was going to say that, right?
Yep.
Read my mind.
That's the Canuck job.
So, Steve, when you cast rims, you have pretty good results doing that?
Yeah. When I cast my rims, I try. Well, let's see. How can I explain this? If you're doing rims, and you got 4 rims and you want to do them, it depends on the rim. But if you're doing the best way I found to do rims is just take and make a mold of 1 rim, okay?
Yeah.
So that you can kind of grab a hold of the rim of the. I'll just show you here. What the hell I do with them now? Oh, here they are. See, I made this mold. Where is it? Where are we at? Where are we at?
Yeah.
You can't really see it very good, probably. It's too white here. I don't know why I'm getting so much light.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're better off.
Organization.
I did this, and it's very, very hard to operate. If you do a one mold, you can take the mold like this, right?
Yeah.
You can poke the center out. So if you can poke the center out with one hand, and then I take a little bit of resin, and I take a stick and I dip it in the resin, and then I drop it in around there, so it'll get in where that lip is.
Okay.
Now sometimes you won't get all the lip. You'll only get part of it. You'll miss part of it, but that's not a big deal because you can always fix that up later.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So, but I always use a toothpick or I have those sticks you get from the dollar store. There are different types of sticks you can get there, but I use them and I'll dip it in.
Right.
So let the resin drop into the spots just a little bit at a time. There's less chance of getting any bubbles in that, right? Because
Yeah.
we don't have a vacuum box to put it in,
Yeah.
so you got to be kind of any small part like that. That's what I do. I
Right.
just drip it in because I've tried pouring it and it's just you can't control it when you're pouring it.
Right. Right.
Now, if you're doing a big mold, well, that's a different story.
Yeah.
Because you can pour it in there,
Right.
right, and you don't really have to worry about anything because it's a big mold and it's going to fill in and somewhat. But I find rims and anything small that's got deep crevices in it and that. Take your toothpick, dip it in the resin, drop it in. You'll get really efficient doing it after a little bit of practice.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can get a lot of resin on a piece of wood and then drip it in.
Right.
And then you can see the bubbles if there's bubbles, and you can just poke them out with a pin.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, I've had some rims turn out really good, and I've had a few that turned out well. You look at them and you say, well, I got to fix this edge and that edge, but I never worry much about that.
No. No.
It's a learning. Now, when I glue my parts down, I like to use a clear sheet if I've got something clear plastic
Oh, okay.
to glue it down.
Right.
The reason is because when you glue it down, if you're using, say, a rim and you're gluing them down, then you're only putting a little bit of glue on the center parts of the rim, right?
Right. Right.
The parts that would normally touch the white clear plastic. So
Right.
when it's all glued down, and then after you build your box all around it, and I glue them, I just use regular dollar store white glue.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I use. Don't use anything because you want to take them off afterwards. But
Right.
after you pour your mold, right, and
Yeah.
your mold hardens up, you can flip it over and you can look underneath of it and you can say, "Oh, look, it's perfect,"
Right. Right.
or "Oh, I missed a spot here." But you can see it before you even pop them out of the mold.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, if you take your time and you can do it right, you can sometimes see it before the rubber hardens up, and you can kind of just manipulate the rubber into that spot.
Okay.
That's the nice thing about doing something clear. But I only do that. Like I took pictures of these molds because they were done on clear plastic sheet.
Right.
I haven't unloaded them yet, but because that's how I like to try and do them. Because. And if you've got something big and flat, like say, well, like that textured material I had,
Oh, from the camper.
don't bother putting a whole bunch of glue on the bottom side, where
Okay.
you stick it down to the surface that you're using to hold it on.
Right.
You only need glue along the outside edge, because
Yeah.
you'll find that if you put all this glue on the inside,
Yeah.
when your rubber mold is ready to be peeled off, and you take it off and then take that piece and you flip it over, the glue hasn't hardened.
Right. Right.
It'll only harden along the edge of it
Okay.
because it needs the air to harden, you see.
Right.
So
Right.
if it doesn't get any air in the center, that just stays liquid, and you're just wasting glue.
Yeah.
I mean,
I gotta.
it's
I
only
gotta.
it's only
I'm gonna try the cast tires this weekend.
yeah. Well, like I say, there's a couple different ways of casting tires. You can do a 2-piece mold, or you can do like I do, the 1-piece mold.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it a 2-piece.
Yeah. Well, 2-piece will give you a better tire.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, they're pretty
Well,
wide, eh? They're Pro Street tires. The
yeah.
ones I got from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'll send you a picture of that Charlie Raleigh sent me because he casts all his own stuff anyway.
Right.
But I was asking him about casting tires, and he told me, well, there's just 2 ways to do it. One's the way I do it, and the other way is the way that he does some of his tires.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, with the two.
2-piece will give you a better backside of the tire. But
Yeah,
then
well, I'll give
you'll
you.
have to deal with the seam.
Yeah, but
Hi, Big Chief. Thanks for
Yeah, but
coming.
that's easy to do. The seam.
What's that?
The seam's easy to take care of.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
As long as you're
Yeah,
okay with
everything's
that.
well, Big Chief.
as long as you can get the 2 halves to match up,
Yeah.
Right.
you know, that's the kind of
Like
tricky
it's
thing.
like actually making a real tire. You know, a real tire is being in a mold.
Yeah, yeah.
What somebody told me is when you make a 2-part, you gotta have a tube between the 2 parts,
Ah.
Well, there's
and then you
different
can
ways
pour.
to do that.
You can pour it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, there's ways to do it. You stand the tire up on its end, and you have a tube for the air to come out, and you have a tube for the resin to go in.
Okay.
And in theory, but you're standing the tire kind of on its ends. I don't know how they do it. I mean, you're just messing with something else to mess with, you know.
Well, I'll try it, see how it works.
Yeah, well, I'll send you the picture of the one that
Yeah,
Charlie
okay.
sent me. And
Yeah.
it's basically pretty easy. The thing about doing a 2-piece mold is make sure you can line those halves up again.
Right, right.
You know, so you have to put a notch in the rubber.
I guess there's no room for a locator pin.
Yeah, exactly. So that when you pour it, you can locate them that way.
Okay. Like put knobs in all 4 corners if it's a 2-part mold, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Just make sure you stagger them.
Yeah.
Like, don't put them in the same place in each corner.
Oh,
because,
no.
And actually, you don't need all 4 of them, but.
Only 2.
Yeah.
And then you just put, like Charlie's done it 2 different ways. He's gone to work and had 2 half molds. He's poured the resin in each mold, right?
Yeah.
And then he's put the molds together and with elastic bands, and 5 minutes later or 10 minutes later, he pops them out.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, he's been doing that for a few years now. So.
And the molds last pretty long? Are good while?
Well, yeah, I think you're probably going to be a mold of well, people I've talked to say a mold should be good for about 50 reproductions.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you make the mold right and you don't have to tear at it to get it apart.
Right.
Well, see, once you start tearing the mold or pulling on it,
Yeah.
then it creates little cracks in it, and then
Right,
it starts
deforming
deteriorating.
and it starts to
Yeah.
It starts deforming.
Yeah, it starts to deteriorate and breaking down. But
Yeah.
I've got molds here that are probably, 6, 7, 8 years old,
Oh, wow.
and they look fine.
Yeah.
They're
can't-
discolored.
I can't see me making 50,
But they work just fine, even if they're
50
discolored,
pairs
right?
of Pro Street tires.
Well, no, I mean, the thing is, when you sit down to make them, it probably, if I was making Pro Street tires and you're using fresh resin, you're probably looking at I don't know, you could probably pop one out you should be able to get 2 out in 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be good to make 2 molds then.
Well, yeah, you can do it that way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
But like I said,
Go ahead.
no, I would make. I've made 2 molds and I've made 1 mold. Yeah, it's yeah. But there's another thing too. When you're mixing your resin, it's almost impossible to the exact amount of resin that you need to pour in the mold.
Right, right.
So what I've done is I've figured out that this much, and when you mix those two halves together,
Yeah.
you know, they don't look like very much. And even when you pour them together and make the one, you know, all of a sudden when you start pouring that stuff, all of a sudden you say, "Holy shit! I got a lot of resin. What am I going to do with it?"
It's gonna
So
get hard. That's about it.
I always have a mold or two sitting on the side that if I got extra resin, I just pour it in that. And
Oh, yeah.
if it doesn't fill that mold, I don't care because I'll probably make another cast of something else anyway, and then pour it into that again.
Right, right.
So that way you're not wasting it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Not wasting product.
Well, I mean, if you're going to cast stuff, you might as well have something there to cast. You know, there's no sense sitting there with a cup
Well,
load of
yeah,
resin that's
yeah.
half an inch thick, and you're saying, well, that's
Well, that's
not
like
waste.
me, Curve, like when I used the 2K clear. You know, I'd rather have four bodies to do the 2K clear than just one body because, like you said, a lot of it is just wasted. You just throw it
Yeah,
in.
well, that's right. And once you're
Ah,
and with an airbrush, once you're set up to do something,
Yeah,
you know, like you might as well just keep going.
yeah.
You know, I mean, I wish I could
Like
paint.
I ordered like a microwave stand. I should get it by tomorrow for underneath my spray booth.
Yeah.
So it has wheels on it.
Oh
So
yeah.
if I don't want it in my room, I can wheel it and put it in the hall closet.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well,
that
you
way I've
get,
got this whole table to myself again.
that's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem. We all end up with nice workbenches and work on an 8.5 by 11 size paper sheet.
Yeah,
You know, there's where your work area is, and there's all this stuff all over your desk.
yeah. I got it like I think mine is probably about 8 foot, and I work in a little area like this, but the
Yeah.
rest is just full of crap.
Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah. Like my desk right now is just full of crap.
Yeah.
You know, I clean it off and it looks good. And the next day, Deborah comes down and says, "What happened to your desk? It looked so good yesterday." I don't know. It just happens.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys watched any of my videos there of me building the addition. My half of the addition, like it's a 24 by 24, and I've got half the addition now. It's what 12 by 19. That's my YouTube crafting room. So I've got a 2 foot wide bench here. That is this one here is 16
Okay,
feet,
Jay Hart. See you later. Have a
and the
good
other
night.
one is
See you, Justin.
almost 18 feet
Damn, nice.
on the
Yeah,
other
you got
side of the
more than I
room.
got.
Right? Like I don't know. Here, I'll show you. Like if you look across the room, you can see it, a whole other bench. Got
Oh,
my
yeah.
resin printer. It's kind of messy right now, but resin printer, my spray booths in that corner over there, on that side, you know. And so,
Nice.
and I mean, I've got 11-foot ceilings here, so
that's nice. 11-foot ceilings.
Yeah.
yeah, 11-foot
Hey,
semi-vaulted
Curve.
ceilings.
Blue is in New Brunswick too. You know.
Oh, yeah. Whereabouts?
Just down near St. Andrews.
Oh, you're
Centric area.
down by St. Andrews. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in
Gonna be up
Queenstown.
in, yeah, gonna be up in Gary there this weekend for the double header at the Raceway.
Oh, yeah. I have never been there.
No, it's a double header this weekend. $35 for the whole weekend.
Oh, that's not bad.
Nope. So 2 races, 2 days. Well, more than 2 races, but 2 days worth of racing.
Yeah. Can you camp right there?
You can camp there, but we're the wife and I and the stepson. We're just getting like a hotel room or whatever. So just
Oh,
outside
yeah.
of Oromocto.
Right, right.
It's like it's $80 or something for the night. So 10 minutes away from the track.
Did you ever go to the CAM show up in Fredericton?
Nope.
No. They
What's
used to
that?
have a model. They used to have a model show up there every year. course, they haven't had it last
Oh.
year, and they're not. I don't think they're having it this year either.
I've only been here since 2018, so
Yeah, you
Yeah,
moved from Alberta, wasn't it?
yeah, I was in Alberta there before.
cool. Yeah, I think a lot of people are
That's
leaving Alberta now.
well, that's where Dad still is, and the wife is from here. So,
Oh yeah.
when I started my YouTube channel, I was in a I don't know 6x8 room, and now that I've got the addition, I tell you, it's a
Makes a big
lot more
difference.
space.
It's nice to have space.
Yeah.
Yep. And you know what? Other than buying the drywall, insulation, most of this addition was free. I tore
Wow.
down an old house for all the wood. I went to a garage sale. I picked up every plug
Bless you.
and electrical box for here. So it cost me like maybe $10, I think it was.
Yeah.
Some of the drywall was actually given to me. Yeah, all the floors, like it's like hell, even the flooring that's in here right now, I picked up at a garage sale. I think I paid like $20 for it.
Okay. Well, you did
Good
all right.
deal.
Yeah, the shingles were all free. Most of the sheeting on the outside was cheap. Some was brand new. So
Well, that's cool.
basically, I mean, there's probably what, 15 grand worth of material technically,
Well,
and
oh
I might have
yeah,
spent what,
building materials
800
cost a
bucks.
lot, and building materials cost a lot right now.
Huh,
Yeah.
I bought a 4x4 by 8 foot post. Well, pressure treated.
And how much?
It was 20 little. I think it was $20 and some odd cents.
Wow. Now it's pitching at $13.
Yeah, well, that was $20, and then there's tax on top of that.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
there's
yeah.
another $3 on top of that.
I was getting them
Yeah,
for $7.99 just last year.
yeah.
I
No, if you
haven't
go
bought it.
back,
I haven't bought it for quite a while. So
you go to my channel, you'll see me building this thing and some of the very sketchy stuff we did to get it done.
yeah,
Putting up all the rafters and everything. It was all a house we tore down.
yeah. Well, it's good you can get stuff like that because it sure saves a lot of money.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
How long are you gonna stay on that, John?
Not much longer. Because I got to get up early. I got to take my son to some kind of gardening thing for school. He has to do it for high school because he goes in high school next year.
The reason I asked is I need to take a breathing treatment. We're supposed to take it at 9
Yeah, no
o'clock.
problem, Terry.
Didn't take it, but I didn't know if if you was gonna go to 10 and quit, then I'd just wait until then.
No, I'm going to be closing up pretty soon because I got to get up early and whatnot. So,
Yeah, I woke up this morning. It was I think 7:30. I got up and fed the cat. I said, "Well, I'll go back to bed for an hour or two." I woke up. It was 10:30.
Must be nice.
No, it wasn't because I had things to do.
No,
There was a guy in the States and he wanted pictures of that saddleback Dodge, and I said, "Yeah, I'll get to them tomorrow morning." Well, geez, time I got that and got the camera set up, and oh my Jesus, then I
oh,
got
yeah,
to go.
I
yeah,
got
Red.
baby
I
silky
used to build
chickens.
in the closet before,
Yeah,
a long time ago.
I've got some baby silky chickens in here right now,
Yeah,
and
I
there's two
saw that.
freaking roosters, and they're starting to learn how to crow. The little bastards at 6:30 this morning.
All right.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to shut it down because I got to get up early.
yeah.
All right.
And,
No problem.
and we'll do it
Yeah.
again on Saturday.
I'm about 45 minutes late with that breathing treatment, so the
So,
start
Blue,
I can
you're
show
more
up.
than welcome to come Saturday for 1 o'clock Eastern time.
Probably won't be here because we're probably heading up to the
Oh, yeah,
dairy.
that's right. Okay. Well, have a good weekend
I'm
anyway.
waiting for that cage, Miguel.
Maybe this time I'll bring more batteries and an actual camera and record some of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Later.
Well, guys,
Later on.
Have a
thanks
good
for
one, Luke.
coming in.
See you later, Panzer,
And
Jay,
we'll see you
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Big
See you
T.
later.
Everybody in
Have
the
fun,
chat,
guys.
we'll see you again later.
Mopar,
See,
that's
Miguel.
the Hearst. That's the Hearst Olds.
First olds.
Okay.
Oh, that's like if you want to do it. If you want to do it, do it.
Yeah, I want to do it, and you need it inside the interior compartment.
Inside the interior, yes.
All right.
Thank
So
you.
you're gonna do the next one Saturday, John?
Yeah, Saturday for 1 p.m.
1 o'clock. Okay.
Eastern time.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. I'll talk to you guys later.
Later.
See you, Bill.
Take care.
See you, John.
See you,
You
Mopar.
Well, let's see you later, man.
Yep. Bye,
See you, bye.
Miguel.
Hey, y'all.
Later,
Bye.
Big.
My
Everybody in the
Good night,
chat room, say goodbye to everybody in the chat room too.
Yep.
I can't see who all's there, but bye to you.
Okay.
Goodbye, chat.
Later.
Take care, guys.